Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to start a tutorial process. It'll probably be a 2 or 3 part or maybe even 4 or 5 part, depends on how quickly we can get through this, of these let me see if I can get my other one, tag shaped journals. And this one is it's actually a hardcover journal, but I'm going to show you how to construct these, and these are really cool. I did a flip through of them because they kind of are like a folio and a journal all in one. And there's a hinge process going on here, as you can see. So it kind of accordion folds right out like that with all kinds of pockets and tucks and things. And then we're going to do these papers and flips and all sorts of fun stuff. And then we do the journal. So this is actually a 2-signature journal right there, sewn into an actual spine. And then the back side is the same. It's like this accordion flip, and then it also flips the other way, so you have all kinds of journaling room. Okay, so let's get right into it. And I have this one, and I also have a mini one. And let me it's not really mini. Here, I didn't have it on my table, guys, so sorry. I hope you can hear me. This is the smaller one, and this is a little bit simpler. Same concept. This one, I did not do the pockets here, so this could be room for photos and things like that. So, but I did do the flippy paper here, and it does the same thing. And there's your spine, and it ties together, and all the fun stuff's coming out the top. So let's get right into it. Let me pop these aside. First thing you want to do, and you can skip through this part if you have tags ready to transfer onto your cardboard or your packaging or whatever you want to use. But I came in and I made them. So I'm going to show you quickly how I made them. I just took, this is my template, because then I came in and I have my actual cardboard based ones. Now, I simply took a piece of manila paper, any kind of paper you have, it doesn't matter. And I cut it to 7 inches. Okay, so we're gonna cut it to 7 inches, okay, 7, and that's going to be the length. Let me see, I feel like we need some more light on this subject here. I should put my overhead lights on, but it's kind of a sunny day. I don't know why it seems dark in here. Okay, so what did I do? Okay, so here's the length. This is going to be the length. And then I did, so it would be a nice shaped tag let me measure that again, because I forget exactly. Okay, 3.5 inches wide. So then I cut it to 3.5. Okay, now, so we have this. So then what I did is to get this little piece here, you know, the tag shape, or if you don't even want to do that, you can come in with the rounders and just round the edges, and you could do a tag like that. So then what I did is I'm going to come in here, and let me make sure you can see this, and I just make a little notch out the side. It really doesn't matter the angle. I just make a small one, so I don't want too big of one. And see this little cardboard piece, or this little offcut? I simply come over to the other side, flip it over, so we have the exact same size. And then I just trace that out. And you can do this with scissors too. I just like to get everything straight on my cutter. I think I'm a little off there. And then you cut right down like that. And so these two angles should, well, this one's a little off, but this one didn't. This one came out perfect. And then what I do is I will come in and I get this so I can get my hole in the middle of the right place. I simply just find the center of my tag, and I just drop it down like an inch. And let me see. So I have my center ruler here somewhere. I have one of those great Tim Holtz center rulers, but you can kind of, you know, if you want to eyeball it, you can eyeball it, you know, the center. It kind of looks like it's right about there, right here. So I'll just put a little notch, and then I'll punch the hole out and get my hole puncher. Okay. And then we're ready to transfer this template, got a bit of cardboard stuck in there, to our cardboard. Okay, so there's your hole. So then what you would do, and let me use this one, I'm going to line, this is actually just a piece of packaging. I did do a little bit heavier weight cardboard here, but I just had this nearby, and let me show you what this actually is. And I like these. This one's a little bit not as heavy weight as this, and it, you know, if you want a softer cover, you can go with this. I usually use the backs. I save the backs of my cardstock tablets, so I simply just pulled that off of the back, and then I come in here and I'm going to line this up right at the bottom. All right, and then we're going to trim around it. And I'm going to trim or mark the hole. Okay, so I know where to do it. And then simply take that to your cutter and cut it out, and you want to do 4 of those. Okay, so let me just show you this. So you're going to be needing 4 tags for this. 1 here, 1 here. Whoops, you know what? You're going to need 6. 6. So I'm going to have to make 2 more. I have 4 here. I got to find this packaging again, and I'll make 2 more. So we'll start with the 2 here because we're going to cover the 4 here, and we're going to cover these because I lost my this packaging. I think I put it away. And okay, so let's say we're going to put 6 of these across. So I'll just take these 2 for right now. And let's just say those are on cardboard. These are going to end up laying like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to have 4, 5, 6. And right in the middle is going to be our spine. Okay, so let me show you. Here's our spine. It'll make sense when we put it together. See the spine? All right, so you're going to have 3 on one side, so that will be like an accordion fold. And actually, you can just do 2 if you only want it to fold out once. But I kind of like that triple accordion file. Then what I did is I did a 1.5 inch piece of cardboard. But when you measure your cardboard, okay, and I just cut it out of the packaging or the cardboard, you only want to take it, you don't want to take your spine all the way to the top, obviously, because then it'll look kind of funny. So you just want your spine to go to the top of, so just mark that and then measure that, and that's the piece you're going to want to cut, that size. So you can see this. So how this is going to work is we are going to be doing a hinge process on these. So it's going to look, let me pull this out again for reference. And actually I think I hinged on both sides of the other one. This one I just did a hinge on the one side. So let me fold it out. And you see I did a cardstock piece here, hinge. And then here's a hinge. And so they're all going to be hinged so that you can do this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the paper that I chose, and you can pick out whatever paper you want to coordinate, any kits that you have that you want. But for this project, let me put these away because I have to cut out 2 more tags. So I have my hinge, and I have, let me put this back here. I'm going to be working with the Stamperia Hotel collection, and I love Stamperia, and but the inside tablets I use digitals. So, well, I got to pick out some digis that will work, that will coordinate with this kit, or some papers. Okay, so this was a Stamperia, one of their lavender collections. So you can see, because everything coordinates so beautifully. So I got this in the mail the other day, and I thought this would work well for this project. So the front cover of Stamperia always is, doesn't have cardboard. It's a usable paper. And the front side just shows you all of their different designs. So what I do is I take that to usually cover something, because the flip side has, you know, a total sheet on it. So I'm going to put that aside. Then I look through my paper and I decide how I want to coordinate. So you can see all these gorgeous pieces. How I want to coordinate my tags and cover my tags, and with what papers. This one was in there, and I thought this one would be perfect for the cover, because then we can come, because it almost looks, see, it even says handmade in the corner. It looks like a quilt, and I just thought that was so pretty. And this is, I think the name of this is Grand Hotel. And then I want to coordinate. So as you can see, like with this one, I did this on, and I did some embellishing here on the front, but on the back pocket, I did more of a plain paper. So they all coordinate quite well, so you can't really go wrong in what you choose. So we're going to start with this one for the cover, and then we'll decide what I want on the back, and so on and so forth as we go down the line. So I'm going to choose this one for the cover. So I'm simply going to I want this little handmade thing. You know what, I'm going to sit down. I'm actually standing. I don't know why I forget to sit. All right, so I'm going to flip that over, and I am just going to, I'm not even going to worry about wrapping this around the edges, because we're going to ink the edges and it all blends in quite beautifully. You can, if you want, wrap your paper. I mean, I feel like it's an unnecessary step with this. So I'm simply, and you know, this is pretty here. So I think I'm going to probably use this somewhere on another one. So, whoops, you know what I forgot? You want it all to be exactly so it is there. I forgot to do my little hole there. So let's go ahead and cut this piece out to cover that tag, and I only want to go there in case I want to use that paper at the top. And you want your cuts to be pretty precise, because you're going to be covering that. Okay, now I'll come in with my scissors and I'll cut the angle. Or you can just flip it right over the top if you want. You know, it's whatever you choose. You don't even have to cut it off. Okay, and then I have that hole there, so I'll go, whoops, cardboard stuck. So I'm going to cut that out. And then I'm going to pick my ink that I think I would want to use. Is this the one let me see, is it this one or is it this one? They should all be the same, but they're off by a little bit. See, there's yeah, no, that's real good. That's good right there. Okay, we're going to glue that on. And I sewed mine afterwards all the way around, but that's a totally non-necessary thing. You don't need to sew. Just get close to your edges. And be, you know, generous with your glue if you're not going to sew. Okay, I'm going to just pop that right on there. Line it up good. Let me get a bowl folder here. Or a brayer, whatever works for you. Just get your page down. Okay, then we're gonna do the back side. So let's figure out what do I want on the back side of my swell. I like that there's a stripe in here, but this would be pretty too, but we can use one of the plain. See, now look, you get tags in here. Oh geez, I know you guys, that's my dogs. They're racing and playing. Let's see how this one looks. This is pretty. Let's use this stripe right here. Okay, so that will be on the back. We'll do the same thing. We're going to look at this side. That's gorgeous too. Papers are beautiful. I think my two favorite paper lines, or you know, scrapbook paper, cardstock, are graphics 45 papers and Stamperia, and there's probably other yummy ones out there. I don't have them, you know, I haven't used them, you know. I hope I can see that. All right, we're gonna cut this one out. We're gonna continue on. Sorry if I'm a little out of frame with my cutter. Let's tear that. Okay, move that aside. Cut this up. That's a little short right there. So let me just come right across, and there we go. Oh, forgot my hole. And this just looks like it's a little tall. Let me just take a tad, just a smidgen off. My hole here. And you don't have to watch me, you know, I'll skip through, you know, covering all of these, because you can, you know, you got the gist of that. It's basically the construction, and then we'll decorate them together. Okay. Get that on there. Line it up. Oops. If you guys are just joining me for the first time today and you're new to my channel, I want to say welcome. And if you could just do a thumbs up, and I'd really appreciate a comment, that'd be great. Also, I want to let you know I have a drawing going on. It's a welcome back because I've been gone for a while. So if you would like to enter that, the drawing will be Friday. So there's a video on that, so you know what you're going to need to do for the drawing. It's very simple. All you do is comment on what you would like to see happen under that video, not under this one, what you'd like to see me do in the future on this channel. Let's pick an ink out that we think will be pretty for this. I mean, you can come in and just do regular, you know, whatever color you want, antique photo or, oops, that one's falling apart. I'm getting a new ink, a new inker refill here. Okay, I think I would like to try and pull in, there's a lot of these tealish blues here. Evergreen bough, let me see what that looks like. Let me swatch that over here. That looks like it's gonna be a little bit too green. This weather wood is quite pretty. I might do a combination of the, okay, it's gonna be weathered wood. I can see that right away. So, see that color? Very pretty. It's a little on the pale side, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just coming in and I'm going to ink all of these edges, and I'm going to kind of come up onto the cards, onto the cardstock, and come in and do the corners a little bit. This is totally optional because this kind of just gives it more of a little bit of a antique-ish look, and I think this paper looks like an old hotel. An old, yeah, maybe an old European hotel. It's really pretty. So that's pretty subtle. Still think I might come in and do another color in there. I don't know. Let me just try putting a little bit of that over the top. I think it might. We could also come in and pick up the reddish colors if you wanted, but I like this one. Okay, so there's one covered, and then after we put it together, I'll come in and I'll add a eyelet to that, to the top, so you can see I put this type of an eyelet, but I'll probably use like a plain eyelet on these. All right, let's cover another one. Okay, there again. Now I want to get us another one. So let's see what we want to do. We've got this stripe now. So this is going to be the front, and this is going to open up like that. So, and we're going to do both ends, so both sides. So let's, you know, since I have the floral on the other side, and also, let me see. So let's see how this works. Wait, what? I have to look at my own projects because I only made 2 of these. So, okay, so this will hinge and this will open up. All right, so I have to go back and forth so I can see what papers are going to be next to each other. And then also, I have to remember it comes out this way as well. Okay, but that I got paper on. So I think, so this is going to open up. This one would be cute, would be pretty next to that, and that's the flip side. So we might as well use that. Here, I've got a spot up here. Here, let me do it this way. So the bottom is here. And this journal will, when I am completely finished with it, the completed project, I will be giving this away as well. And this I will give away in the April giveaway. So my plans are to do a once a month giveaway. Whoops, I did it again. I forgot my little hole there. So, and I hope you guys join me for that. So stay tuned into my channel. If you're new, I just uploaded a couple videos of journal enclosure ideas and journal embellishing ideas. So if you want to check those out, they're available on the channel. I feel like I have a shadow here. And I do. The light is not good in here today. I don't know. I'm struggling. I think, whoops, see, that's short. They're long. I think I have my reading glasses. I couldn't find my other ones, and these are a less strong pair. Let me just take a tiny bit more off here. And it's too weak. I think they're just too weak for my eyes, so I'm not seeing too well today. Get that right on there. And there, and then we will do our hole. Okay, and we're going to glue that, and then I might as well pick a paper for the flip side, and that one is going to be, let me see, so how do we say, this is going to flip. Okay, so this is the front, it flips, and then so this is going to lay next to this on the back. So I think we'll just go ahead and do the stripe again. That coordinates, so we know that. And this is easy. So let's go ahead and cut another one here and do those two sides. And I'll glue those, and then we're going to pick the papers out for the rest of them. And then I will come back for part 2 of hinging, how to hinge this and how to attach the spine. And this is a super fun. This is like, I think I'd call this, and I've done a lot of folio journals. I actually have one in the shop right now, and I love folio journals. So this, I would call it like a folio journal, because it's the way it flips out and whoops. Oh, I hope I can see that. I think it's right there. So, if there's anything you guys want to see on this channel, let me know. I've done quite a few altered paperclip projects too. It seems like those are quite popular, and I love to pop them into journals. I always do some special. Let me see. I think I have one in here. Let me see. Somewhere. Let me find one. See if I did a, yes. Whoops. Here's one. This is just a simple, cute little die cut one. See, little die cut and then a little beaded dangle. Simple, easy to do. So they really add some fun to your journal. Okay, I think it was this one, so we're gonna do, oh boy, they're playing and racing again. I have 3 rescues. So if you haven't joined me much, and you'll hear them in here from time to time. So, and our youngest rescue is a little Chihuahua that we got last July, and she's been a challenge. So she actually showed up in one of these videos recently. There's a little bit showing there, but we'll cover that with ink. And then this side we are going to do this. This paper is so pretty, I hate to cover it up. I love the double-sided paper because you get a lot of options that way. Let's line that up. And I'll do the inking after. So this is going to be the cover, and then this will be like, let me see, like this. Nope. Like this. And then if it's open this way, it'll be like this. When this is all hinged and everything, we'll figure it out. Okay, now I have to figure out, this will be the third, so let's figure out a paper for that that'll coordinate, and then I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna keep these videos short, and then you can, I'll be back for part 2, and that'll be the hinge process. So we want something that coordinates with this and also coordinates with that. So this is too much. This color is pretty, that works, that's a plain. This one actually is quite pretty. So I think we're gonna use that one for there. So I'm just gonna mark 3 on that so I know this is the front, just a little 3. And then the back is the front. So then we want something that is going to go with this, and we don't want another stripe. See, I've actually got the stripes going a different way. So what else do we have in our beautiful paper pack? Ooh, 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 ooh. Right here. This one, if I can get it out. So that one's great for there. So that's number, I'm just gonna pop a number 4 on this so I remember. Okay, then we have 3 more tags that we have to choose for the other side. Okay. So let's figure this out. I still have to cut the 2. Now, these are going to be on this side. But if you were going to open it this way, you kind of want it all to match. But I'm not too concerned about that. So these are going to be on the back. These are like the back flap. So let's pick, let me see what else I have for papers in here. I'll probably use this again. And then what's on the flip side of this? So this goes quite beautifully. So let me put those 2 aside. So there's 2. There's another stripe. Ooh, this one's pretty, isn't it? Oh, these 2 are gorgeous. And they, well, this is almost too much pink. Do I want that much pink? Oh, this one. This one, definitely, because it has all of it in it. So we'll definitely be using that. And I think I still gotta come up with a couple more, and we'll do the coordinating striped ones that I have over here. Here's another one. And we may use just this pink. Now, when you cut down a paper pack, and before I leave you, I want to tell you something. You kind of can dissect the page, especially with the graphic 45 pages, but I looked at this right off and I thought, border, embellishment, border, 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 or cut this down right here. Let me show you. And you have, let me see if I have my, look, if you were to just cut this straight down here, just like that, you'd have this, you know, for a page. Or you could cut it like this, and this will be the border at the bottom, and you would cut it here depending on the size of, you know, your pages. And you could fold this, and this will go in a journal. Another great thing with what I love about the double-sided papers is if you're going to be making pockets. Here, let me take this one. Right, here's a good example. No, not that one. This one. No, not that one either. Oh, that's our mailman. This one, beautiful. Okay. You can fold it up and you've got a ready-made pocket. Okay, you could do either way. Look how pretty that is. So it really makes it easy. So this would be folded up, and then this would be folded in half, and you can sew it right into your journal. It makes an easy way. Okay, guys, this is end of part 1, and you can stay and watch part 2 with me as I continue on, or you can watch it tomorrow. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying this little project, the tag folio booklet or journal, and if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and comment. I appreciate it. Okay, have a blessed day. Bye-bye.